Right now, staying Mount Horeb strong, how the healing begins after yesterday's deadly incident.
I'm tracking showers, but what's the chance of a strong storm? I have the answer.
And we're back at Library Mall for night 4 of protests at UW-Madison. To look there and at other campuses nationwide as some encampments intensify. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. No classes tomorrow in the Mount Horeb Area School District as the investigation into the shooting of an armed student continues. Yesterday's shooting locked down schools for hours there. The district says the student, a male, never made it inside the middle school after reportedly being seen armed with a gun outside. He was shot and killed by law enforcement. This afternoon, Superintendent Dr. Steve Salerno told us the district is already thinking of ways to implement more safety measures going forward.
In our estimation, we would prefer to have an officer in each one of our buildings for a while. And then obviously to bring peace of mind for the community to have additional officers looking, driving by and just checking in.
Salerno said his staff is discussing long-term support that could be put in place as summer break approaches and a new school year begins in the fall. Despite schools closed in Mount Horeb today, therapy dogs were on site at the high school to provide comfort and support to students and families struggling with yesterday's shooting. The dogs were just one resource made available this afternoon there. Counselors providing mental health services were also available. The director of the Office of School Safety for the Wisconsin Department of Justice shared why it was important for those resources to be made available.
In the aftermath of exposure to a traumatic event like happened here in Mount Horeb yesterday, we need to provide interventions, and that starts with social support. So this is a universal opportunity for the community to gather, for the children and the staff and the first responders to feel the support and the cohesion of this unique community.
Police are encouraging people to come together to support each other as the investigation continues. And with the Mount Horeb community coming together, the area Chamber of Commerce has ways for businesses and residents to publicly show their support with the hashtag Mount Horeb Strong. Businesses are invited to download the Mount Horeb Strong poster and put it in their windows or bulletin boards. There are also Mount Horeb Strong yard signs for residents to pick up at the Chamber, Miller's grocery store, and other businesses in the area. There are other ways the Chamber says you can support the Mount Horeb community, and we've listed them all online. Just look for the story linked at channel3000.com. Acts of violence, particularly in our schools, can confuse and often frighten children, especially younger ones who might not be aware of what's going on. SSM Health sharing tips on how to talk to your children about gun violence. And while advice varies by age, it is important that you process your own emotional response because what you do can affect them more than what you say. Making time to talk while validating your child's feelings about the event is an important step.
Let your child explain and express where they're at, and validate those feelings. Or they might not even know how they're feeling. There may be a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just not sure, a lot of fear, and to validate that it's okay to have all of those feelings.
And kids need to be reminded, they say, that you're doing your best to keep them safe, so you can never reassure them enough, especially after traumatic events. Well, we take a live look at the Beltline on this Thursday night. A chance of showers and thunderstorms overnight. Your Friday will be sunny with warmer temperatures on the way. How warm? Well, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has the answer in the first warn forecast. Alex?
Hey, Eric. Yeah, sure do. And we do have a couple of showers and thunderstorms right now on our radar 3000. Let's go right to those graphics, showing a few of those showers and storms south and east of Madison, down towards Waukesha, east of Janesville. They've really been struggling because we've had all that cool air. We've had the clouds all day today that really kind of zapped the energy for those thunderstorms, which we said these past couple of days would be those ingredients that we had to keep an eye out for. If they didn't come together, we just wouldn't get those alert day conditions to materialize, and that's what occurred. Nothing in Dane County right now. An isolated shower or storm west of Madison. A few more persistent showers and storms south and east towards Janesville. But the threat of severe weather very, very low, if not completely zero across the area. Eric said warm temperatures, got plenty of that in the forecast. A lot of 70s. We cool down a little bit later in the 10-day forecast back in the 60s, but that's still at or just a little bit above normal. Coming up in Maine weather, though, we're going to track the gorgeous weekend, when the next chance of showers is, and when we can expect the next chance of strong storms.
Alex, thank you. For the second year in a row, an earlier than expected exit in the NBA playoffs for the Milwaukee Bucks. They fell in Game 6 on the road tonight to the Indiana Pacers. Sports director Zach Hanley joins us now. Zach, you can only imagine how it might have gone had Giannis been available.
Yeah, 100% healthy Giannis, and it might have been a sweep, but unfortunately the two-time MVP didn't see a second on the floor in the playoffs. He hasn't played in 23 days. The good news for the Bucks, Dame was back after missing 2 games, and he led the way with 28 points. And early on, the Bucks were keeping pace. Two-man game with Dame and Brook Lopez ends with a one-handed flush. Lopez finished with 20. That tied the game at 16, but after that, it was pretty much all Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, the Wisconsin native, gonna drop home the mid-range J. Pacers beat the Bucks by 22. And put this in perspective, Giannis has missed 8 of the last 10 playoff games for the Bucks, and this time of year you need to be healthy and a bit lucky to make a run. The Deer were neither of those this season.
Not the same without him. Zach, thank you. New at 10, a 16-year-old in Beloit has been charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. This is stemming from a shooting last month. Dontarian Pierce is being charged as an adult. He was arrested during a traffic stop April 10th, the same day of the shooting on Shore Drive. On Tuesday, he was charged with those counts of attempted homicide as well as other charges. His cash bond set at $150,000. A relationship with a subordinate. That's what led to the February resignation of UW-Madison Police Chief Kristen Roman. The relationship revealed during an investigation that was actually triggered by a different employee's complaint about Chief Roman, during which investigators were told Chief Roman and another employee spent the majority of days in each other's offices with the doors closed, and that Chief Roman advocated for a pay raise for that employee. The investigation uncovered text messages that indicated a romantic relationship. The unnamed employee resigned and didn't sit for an interview with investigators, but did agree to answer written questions. More details about the investigation and Roman's resignation can be found in our story at channel3000.com. Pro-Palestine protesters at UW-Madison tonight say they are optimistic after their first round of meetings today with university administrators. Arman Rahman has been following this story all week. He joins us now again live from the encampment on night 4. Arman?
Yeah, Eric, things have been relatively peaceful throughout the day here at the encampment. The Muslim students finished their nightly prayer. I've heard musical performances and poetry performances here throughout the night. And as you can see behind me, at least 20 tents that started going up right after the police intervened on Wednesday, and they're going to stay up because another round of talks is set to take place tomorrow between administration and the students. And protesters say the chancellor told them there will not be any police action before that meeting. And several UW students and faculty met with Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin and other administrators around 8:30 this morning. This is 24 hours after the police moved in, confronted and arrested 34 people, and removed almost all the tents on Library Mall. Earlier today, I spoke with 2 students who say they were among those detained, and they say after a scary encounter with police, they're cautious going into the next night and morning, but have some hope.
I remember feeling really afraid for my community members and the people that I've come to really care for, especially the folks of color on the line.
Overall, I'd say there's a sense of calmness around, but those anxieties have not entirely been lifted. We were brutalized, but it is nothing compared to what is going on in Gaza right now, and in the West Bank too.
Now, even though the students described to me being thrown to the ground and seeing their friends get into it with police, like you heard there, they want to keep their message against the violence in Gaza top of mind in the community. And that's, of course, the whole reason they've been out here this past week, to call on the university to divest from corporations that do business with Israel. And while some in today's meeting tell us that wasn't necessarily resolved this morning, they are optimistic going into tomorrow morning's discussions. For now,
Arman Rahman reporting tonight. Arman, thank you. Students at UW-Stevens Point are showing their support for Palestinians with a peace movement on campus there. It's not an encampment. Students have been out, though, from 9 in the morning until 9 at night each night with similar requests for their campus administration as other universities, and that's to cut ties with Israeli businesses. The students do not have a set plan at the moment if their asks are not met by university officials. And nationwide, around 2,000 people have now been arrested or detained at campus demonstrations over the Israel-Hamas war. President Biden spoke about the protests, which are becoming more violent and disrupting exams and graduations. Bradley Blackburn now with more from New York on the day's developments.
A protester rammed into a police officer at Portland State University in Oregon Thursday morning as an occupied library was cleared of demonstrators. Police say they found tools, improvised weapons, and paint balloons in the library. An officer tussled with protesters at George Washington University in Washington, D.C., who were trying to raise a Palestinian flag. And police fired impact munitions as they moved into an encampment overnight at UCLA.
We did hear the flashbangs, and that's kind of to get people, alerted that we're coming in and get them slightly distracted.
That's too tight.
More than 200 demonstrators were taken into custody at UCLA. The protests across the country, from Rutgers University in New Jersey on the East Coast to California State University in Long Beach on the West Coast, are boiling over as police, demonstrators, and college administrators face off. Prompting President Biden to address the issue from the White House.
Violent protest is not protected. Peaceful protest is.
Some demonstrators did not take kindly to the president's remarks.
If he cared about his constituents, he would listen in to why these students are protesting.
There have been protests at more than 30 colleges and universities. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
And more local stories are ahead tonight at 10. Support local artists this weekend while shopping for a Mother's Day gift. The Atwood Art Walk returns to Madison's Near East Side Sunday. The details on the self-guided tour next.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Like 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. Experience it all on America's largest and fastest 5G network. At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of unlimited for only $30 a line. Switch today.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Start with great offers on Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, all equipped with 4x4 capability and with the help of GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain. It's Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Lease a Bronco Sport for just $299 a month for 36 months. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. Trust your home with RG Heating and AC.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out, building the highest quality doors in a wide selection of styles. This energy-efficient exterior door with insulated glass is $284.99 after rebate. Let the fresh air in and keep the bugs out with a new door and window screen. You can get a 36-inch by 84-inch roll of replacement screen for an unbelievable price of $299 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Hannah Waddingham always leaves us laughing. You have the little evil laugh down. Then a family reunion after 5 long years.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
You can do some Mother's Day shopping this weekend while exploring the Marquette Atwood neighborhood as part of its annual art walk. It returns on Sunday for its 14th year from 11 a.m. through 5 p.m. The self-guided art show nestled between the homes in the neighborhood. 50 artists will display their works across 32 residential locations on Madison's Near East Side. You'll find pottery, watercolor, acrylic paintings, jewelry, stained glass, and many other pieces of art available for purchase. A neighborhood map online showing the residences and the artists participating can be found online. It's at marquette-atwoodartwalk.com. New antenna Sussex man has won the Packers season tickets for the year after winning Wisconsin Lottery's Packers bonus drawing. But the season tickets are really just the start of this prize. Jignesh Patel's grand prize package is actually valued at more than $50,000. In addition to 4 club seat season tickets, he's getting parking passes, on-field passes for a game, $3,000 worth of food and drink vouchers, and a 2-night stay at a Green Bay hotel for a Packers weekend. And there are plenty of other perks as well. Patel's name was drawn for more than 68,000 entries. In Eau Claire, Democrats are urging Republicans on the state Joint Finance Committee to release millions of dollars meant to stabilize that region's health care. Last month, Prevea and Hospital Sisters Health System closed all of their Chippewa Valley locations. The legislature approved $15 million for existing health care options in the region to use for emergency room capital expenses, but Governor Evers used a partial veto to make that money for additional uses like OBGYN and mental health services. Since the veto, the Republican-controlled committee has not released the money.
Joint Finance can look at the policy and say, okay, yep, we're going to send money out for this, or we're not. You need to come back to us with a different suggestion. They're just saying we're not even going to have a conversation about it.
Now, the closures have put quite the strain on the health systems still standing there. The Eau Claire Clinic is trying to double its services to make up for the Hospital Sisters Health System closures. Well, a tanker burst into flames today. This was on a Connecticut freeway. It forced authorities to shut down both lanes of traffic as well as an overpass. The petroleum tanker, a tractor trailer, and a third vehicle were all involved here. This was on I-95 in Norwalk, Connecticut. After the flames were out, experts inspected the bridge and highway. Amazingly, no one was killed. Just minor injuries here. A Connecticut Transportation Department official said the extent of the damage isn't exactly clear yet, but they say the area is safe and the bridge is not expected to collapse. A dramatic water rescue last week near Indianapolis caught on cameras by deputies who saved a woman's life. Her vehicle had flipped over. It landed in this ditch that was full of water. Deputies, firefighters, and officers with the DNR in Indiana worked to free her, breaking a window to pull her out. She was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Over 30,000 containers of eyelid wipes for dogs have now been recalled because of the risk of harmful bacteria. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says infection-causing bacteria can start to grow inside these containers after it's been opened. The recall includes 45-count Project Watson eyelid wipes by Bausch & Lomb. The eyelid wipes were sold at stores nationwide, including PetSmart and Walmart. Consumers also purchased them online at Chewy.com and also at Amazon. The CPSC said you should immediately stop using them and throw them out. Well, another check of your first warn forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex.
Thanks, Eric. Well, let's get to the bottom line here with our severe weather threat overnight. Very low. We've been explaining this evening. We just didn't get the right ingredients together, which we were first to warn a couple days ago might not materialize today. And that's the cloud cover, the showers we had earlier. Just doesn't allow the atmosphere to prime up and heat up that you need for more widespread severe weather. If there is an isolated storm that can pop up yet over the next couple of hours before a cold front comes through, it'll be mainly near Illinois, Janesville, Beloit, gusty winds and some small hail, but this is not very likely. Right now across the area with radar 3000, pretty sparse in the rain department over portions of southwestern Wisconsin, out towards Fenimore, just west of Dodgeville, over towards Lancaster, maybe a couple of raindrops. That's the cold front that's coming through. All the widespread showers and storms and even a severe thunderstorm warning for the Chicago metropolitan area right now formed to the south and east. That's where that air was allowed to warm up, heat up, and prime up. We said that that severe risk may push to the south if those conditions just didn't warrant. Janesville, you had a couple of showers out there earlier. They have since moved off towards the north and towards the east. And our 6-hour future track radar keeping most of those showers off to the east of, let's say, Janesville to Beloit, a clap or two of thunder, but even consulting with our friends at the National Weather Service, severe weather is not looking likely at this point in time for the rest of the night across southern Wisconsin. Even those rainfall amounts here, very sparse, maybe a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch over towards Janesville if you're lucky enough to get one more of those showers to pop up. That's all part of the 3 things you need to know. That storm threat is pushing mainly to the south and east of the area. All dry on Friday, a nice mild day with those temperatures. In fact, those temperatures in the 60s and 70s, that's what we foresee for pretty much the next 10 days. 65 right now in Madison, 64 in Janesville. This pocket of warm air is just about it for fuel for any more showers or isolated storms to pop up, because temperatures are getting cooler off to the west behind that cold front, and those cooler temperatures will sweep off towards the east. Got a 64, quite a few 64s just west of Madison, and a 65 in Wanakee, 63 in Sauk City. You'll wake up on your Friday morning to a 50, upper 40s in the Wisconsin River Valley. They'll clear out with those clouds earlier, and that allows the heat to go out to space, as I always tend to say. Climbing up to 71, 72 degrees, picture perfect day on Friday with high pressure really sitting right over southern Wisconsin and sunny skies. Saturday, well, you could say that's not the nicer of the 2 days. Just a couple showers expected, not a washout. We'll get up to 71. I'll step out of the way here. We'll go for 70 on your Sunday. That's the pick of the 2 if you want picture perfect weather with north winds, pretty calm, sunny and mild temperatures. In the 7 to 10 day forecast, I said earlier, when's the next chance of strong storms? It looks like Tuesday would be the next chance of strong storms in southern Wisconsin. But all in all, a very mild pattern, on and off shower chances, and again, temperatures at or above normal.
And coming up in sports, Bucks bounced in the first round again. How it happened next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A biker must always be on alert. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We'll fight for the compensation you deserve. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit BadgerscapeDesignAndLandscape.com.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day 1, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation. That's right, half off your entire project. You can save thousands. Empire's 50-50-50 sale won't last long. Don't miss 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Game 5, the Bucks gave us all hope. Without Giannis or Damian Lillard, they put a beat down on the Pacers to force a Game 6. Then, before they tipped off, it was announced that Lillard was going to play. And then the game happened, and we were all reintroduced to life as a Wisconsin sports fan. As I mentioned, Lillard good to go for Game 6, and he gave the Bucks everything he had. Third quarter, Deer down double digits. Dame dials one up from the corner to make it a 9-point game. He finished with a game-high 28, but they'd never get closer than that. The Pacer bench outscored the Bucks bench 50-10, including 21 from Obi Toppin. And for the second straight year, the Bucks get bounced in the first round, 120-98 is your final.
I'm going to do whatever I can for this franchise. And I really am. I think we can win. I do. I'm going to do everything I can to create that because it means more to me than I think you think.
Ben Rortvedt was drafted 56th overall in the 2016 MLB draft. A couple years later, in 2021, he made his big league debut with the Twins. And after a season with the Yankees, he's now catching for the Rays. Andrew Banster sat down with a Verona grad to find out what it was like to play against his hometown team.
And there's a liner into left.
Ben Rortvedt grew up a Brewer fan. Not a diehard, but you could always catch him at the ballpark.
It was really cool coming to this ballpark as a kid and be able to walk on it. We played on it in high school one time, but it's a lot different having the stands more filled up.
But now, going to the ballpark is a little different.
The Minnesota Twins select Ben Rortvedt, a catcher from Verona.
The backstop is in his third season in the big leagues and playing in his home state for the first time as a major leaguer.
Yeah, it was pretty full circle. Like I said, kind of showing up to the ballpark, driving on the freeway, seeing the stadium was pretty cool.
Even if AmFam Field isn't quite the same as he remembers it.
Probably always going to call it Miller Park, but like just growing up as a kid, always driving by, seeing the stadium, it was kind of like had some childhood memories showing up.
And after starting against his hometown team,
brings up Ben Rortvedt.
Rortvedt made some new memories with his friends and family cheering him on.
Verona Area High School.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be here. So just keep having fun, keep going. It is a game, but I never thought I'd be here, so you never know where you'll be in your career. So be where your feet are and just work hard.
But for now, Rortvedt.
See ya. A home run for Ben Rortvedt, his first.
Takes it one swing at a time. At American Family Field, Andrew Banstrut, News 3 Sports.
We're back after this.
It's Hy-Vee's Mega Meat Sale this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, just $3.99 a pound. Fresh chicken drumsticks or thighs, just $1.18 a pound. Pork loin back ribs, just $2.88 a pound. Our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for just $10. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, just $1.88 a pound. And Hy-Vee Choice Reserve whole beef brisket, only $3.99 a pound. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
We agreed we need a new bathtub and shower, but I think he's procrastinating.
Just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only in the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Millions of inventory must be sold. Prices are slashed up to 60% off retail, so save thousands. Save big on new hot tubs, spas, and saunas. Plus, see the Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spas by Master Spas.
Hi, I'm Michael Phelps. Join the swimming revolution.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show this weekend only in the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Visit 800spasale.com.
I thought you two were going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison this afternoon.
No, we couldn't decide what game to play.
That's the great thing about Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. There is a myriad of games with a myriad of themes so you can find your perfect fit. Some machines offer free games, multiple spins, a bonus within a bonus, and multipliers. So many different ways to play means so many different ways to win. Find your perfect game at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Tailored for your news the way you want it. With a customizable home page and faster page loads. Download the Channel 3000 News app. Powered by News 3 Now.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5 weekdays moving forward.
You're just gonna have to put him on a baby monitor. He's on his stomach again. I gotta go flip him over. Hold on.
New tonight.
It is almost Mario time. Look at this. Universal's new Orlando theme park. It's called Universal Epic Universe. It's set to open next year with Super Nintendo World. It'll include Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country. Super Mario Land will feature 2 rides, a real-life Mario Kart game with a mix of physical sets, projection mapping, and augmented reality. There's also Yoshi Adventure, where guests travel through Mushroom Kingdom landscapes in search of glowing eggs. I've never been much into the Mario Kart. You guys play that?
N64, yeah.
And I remember the original Nintendo 1988 Christmas present.
I was like, I skipped from like the old Sega systems right to the new stuff, so I missed that whole Mario Kart Nintendo era. I didn't know they were still around, but clearly still popular. All right, final check of the forecast.
Final check. Future track showing a couple of showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder. Actually, this is updating a little bit here, which is, I think, a little bit more realistic. Those showers really dwindling across the area. As we carry on, though, we got a really nice weekend ahead. Maybe a shower or two on Saturday. A lot of dry time, though, expected. 2 highs, 70 degrees on your Saturday. Well, 71 rather. Sunday, picture perfect, light winds, sunny skies, 70 degrees. And if you want more 70s, well, I got plenty more for you. Next chance of the stronger storms will be potentially on Tuesday. And even after that weather system, temperature staying mild.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10, folks. We hope you have a great night.